background, and
because remember she's like, "You pretty good behind the wheel."
Yeah, I'm not real sure.
And the annoying Native American Morgan Freeman in jail. Jesus Christ.
Who you talking about? Ian McShane,
Coach.
Yeah,
I like Ian McShane as an actor in general.
I hope he's as fast off the track as he is on.
So anyhow,
smells like a dead cunt down here.
So Joan Allen basically, there we go. She basically blackmails Jason Statham's character into becoming Frankenstein for the next race. Little does he know, his co-driver or co-pilot, whatever, navigator. Thanks. Joan Allen's character has told the navigator to sabotage the race so he cannot win that fifth race, thus keeping him in and keeping the character alive.
Very Vince McMahon move, by the way.
Yes,
Vince McMahon would do that shit, guaranteed.
Yeah. So the entire movie at this point is the race done in I think it was 4 stages, but each time three. But each time,
because you can buy each stage for $100, and get all 3 for the great deal of $250.
You were about to call too. You wanted to call. You're like, man, this is some good shit. I got to call.
No, I understood it was a movie and it wasn't real.
You know you would have though. Don't lie.
In real life?
Oh yeah.
No, I would have found one of those
You would have found a torrent.
Sites, yeah.
You would have found a torrent.
Be like, well, no, the box is smaller. You got to watch it in the middle of the screen.
Just click on the little...
It's all wavy and it just gets breaks every once in a while.
I think I can see something.
I can almost see a guy getting shot.
I can see myself taking my daughter. Just going live. Watching, going like a BW3s.
Honey, this is why you never want to go to jail. You don't want to become a navigator.
How cool would that be if that was real? That's these kind of movies, The Purge. I kind of always... I'm one of those people, I kind of fantasize about anarchy and chaos.
You realize that we are the ones who would be in the midst of this. Well, we wouldn't be outside of it.
The end of the world.
Yeah, we wouldn't be watching
movies,
it happen.
Where just shit just starts. Those are like porn to me in a way. I would just love to just wake up tomorrow and
in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, something like that. Just something interesting.
And honestly, to be completely honest, in that situation, we would be the ones to survive because those high up motherfuckers wouldn't know how to live. Because the power would go off. They'd be like, "What do I do now?"
Well, no,
my shit goes off once a month. I'm good.
I can't access Facebook. What do I do?
Whether it's zombies, typhoons, tornadoes, just a fresh start.
Sharknado.
Fresh start. Yeah.
Money means nothing.
Oh, by the way, when my daughter was at Girl Scouts for her first meeting, they were sitting in a circle, and they're like, "Tell us something about yourself."
Oh, no.
My daughter, she's like, "My name is Harper. I go to Northeast Elementary, and I love Sharknado."
Yes!
And I was looking around like, I swear to God, I'm a good parent. And you should have seen, they printed the letters.
Dude, you just blame it all on her mom. She's like, I don't let her watch this stuff, it's her mom.
Well, they printed the letters from the kids from Santa in the schools today, in like this newspaper. And my daughter's is a BB gun, a real knife, a mermaid costume, a butterfly costume, and 3 zombie girl costumes.
Okay, so when your daughter gets all this stuff and she puts it all on...
No. She's not getting any of it.
Oh, no. Well, in this hypothetical situation, in her mind, she's getting this stuff.
No.
So when she puts all this on, she's going to be one frightening little creature.
I'll just lie to her. She's still at that age where I can get away with lying.
Like, you know what we did? We got it, but we donated to needy kids.
Fuck no. Wait, I'm not going to look like a dick. I'm going to be like, well, Santa thought you weren't ready for a BB gun. And, he ran out or something. I don't know. I'll give her some excuse. I'm not going to be like, well, he got you one, but then I was like, fuck you. I'm going to go give it to the Mexicans.
I just kind of see you saying something like that, though.
But no, I actually I kind of fantasize about those end of the world scenario situations, like that. So I think this
watching those things, you can in your mind go, you know what I would do in that situation.
Purge would do our country some good,
as opposed to me going, Zuckerberg movie, going, hey, I wonder if I could ever make that much money in a lifetime.
No, 12 hours of legal murder would do our country a little bit of good. Although I don't have the resources to really, but I know people.
So you'd be hiding in an attic.
No, I think people would harbor me. I think I know enough people with money that would harbor me.
How do you know they wouldn't kill you?
Because my daughter. Yeah, she's adorable.
But they could keep her after you're
Yeah,
gone.
they.
But then they won't have to deal with that.
You hope.
All right.
Kids that lost both parents are
So, getting back to Death Race. I'm going to bring this all back here somehow. So anyhow, Statham ends up meeting his crew, which, as we mentioned, Ian McShane is one of the crew members, along with Lists, played by Fred Kohler, who, if you remember the show from the '80s, Kate and Allie.
I do, kind of.
That's the son.
Wasn't Joe Namath on that show for a little bit?
Could have
dated
been
one of them. Pretty
Could
sure.
have. Could have. I don't remember that part.
Check.
All right, you check that.
I was watching Good Times at the time, but no. He also plays like a psychopath in everything else he's ever in.
Yeah,
he does all those little bit parts and like all the procedurals.
You know what's funny? He was on like Bones or Bones or one of those shows, and I just happened to be watching. I'm like, and he shows up in the beginning. I go, he did it. And sure enough, I was right. It's always the guest star anyway. Also, the other crew member was Gunner, played by Jacob Vargas, and if you remember, he was Joker in Next Friday, the Mexican dude that lived across the street from Mike Epps' character. So anyway, he meets these guys and gives them the lowdown on what to do. They end up starting the race the next day. Now, during the race, we're introduced to some of the other drivers. Obviously, not all of them for some reason. I guess they weren't that important. But we are introduced to two of them that you might know. One of them is 14K, played by Robin Shou, who makes a return from our Mortal Kombat and Resident Evil episode.
Kane.
Yes, Liu Kane makes an appearance.
And Joe Namath was on the episode of Kate and Allie called The Namath of the Game, where Sportsnet Kate becomes Joe Namath's personal assistant.
I can't believe you actually...
I really didn't realize you were still looking that up.
Allie to take the catering business and run with it.
And since we're doing that, Gunner was also Montez in... he's also Montez in Sons of Anarchy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, is he the short dude? Yeah. The short dude that's in Sons? Yep. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize
Gunner
him.
from his movie.
Gunner. That's
he took it to Friday. I took it to Mortal
Kombat. Yeah. I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah. He's gotten old.
Yeah. And also, one of the other racers is Grimm, played by Robert Lasardo, which you may not remember the name, but if you saw him, you go, oh, that dude. This dude has got so many tattoos. It's unreal.
I thought they kind of fucked his character.
Yeah.
They
made
did.
him out to be a badass, and he gets killed.
Splattered, like...
Just standing on the side of the road?
Yeah.
That was lame.
He was talking shit, though.
But at the same time, it was still funny, though. Because he's like, yeah, you can't kill me. And then all of a sudden, car comes in.
But you knew as soon as he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what's kind of funny. That's a little bit more humor than anything else.
He's another one who always plays. He's like stereotyped.
Yeah.
He's always like the leader
Well,
of the
when
Vatos.
you have neck tattoos, you're
But you know where he started from? He
The
was
bottom?
no.
And now he's here?
Well, there's that. But
Yeah.
he kicked Drake's ass probably. But he started in soap operas. That's what he's originally from.
Really?
Soap operas. Unfortunately, I had to watch those damn things all the time with my sister.
Was it on Telemundo?
Nah, I don't.
Why did they make Tyrese's character gay?
Do we really know that he was, though?
Yeah, he's the only one with a guy navigator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he refused to have the female navigator.
And the dude was the dude said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
If it was supposed to be skeptical, they would have written in somebody going, well, hey, man, you don't know that for sure.
Right.
How do you know for sure? Like, he would have written something like that in. They just left it as him being like, yeah, the dude fucks those guys.
Well, maybe jail changes a person. Or maybe he was like that beforehand. Who knows?
No, I'm asking, why was the character gay?
Right.
Because they were in jail.
But you know what's funny, though?
But he's supposed to be the main antagonist,
right?
And it didn't make sense to me.
But they still gave him the same kind of character as your movie, because he was still the dude punching everybody, like beating up on his navigator stuff.
Yeah, but then he
started in General Hospital.
He wasn't as sinister. He wasn't as sinister.
Yeah.
Stallone will hit a fucking woman.
Come on, but it takes Tyrese to hit a man.
Yeah, different type of hit.
So anyhow, the first day of the race,
sweet lady.
The first day of the race,
would you be my Sweet love.
It's a combination of him singing again and me laughing at my own joke. You got to pardon me for a second.
So the first day of the race, we lose Grimm because his car he gets wrecked and gets out and he's like, you can't kill me, like we said, and he ends up getting hit by another car. We lose a couple other people.
Gets hit by fucking Tyrese.
Yeah, and then and his blood is just all over the car for the rest of the race.
Yeah, and he's like, you gonna wash that off.
Yeah.
That's another way you know he's gay.
Because that truck is really a race-ready vehicle.
Yeah, like it needs to be washed. And then we lose a couple other people who were never introduced to, so it doesn't really matter.
I do have to say, though, and like you said, with the theatrical portion of it, like the thing, I like the way that they did the whole, like, the introduction of all the characters.
Yeah.
The
Mm-hmm.
blocking
Like the
and stuff
profile
like that. Yeah,
thing.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought so too. You know, when they're sitting on their cars,
They're like 24K.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that
14K.
goes, you know, it's done for this is what the home audience will see, but at the same time, they're introducing the viewers as to who these different characters are and what their backgrounds are. So yeah, I mean, that was handled a lot better than the 4 racers that were in Death Race 2000. I think we multiplied the total race.
Yeah, but like almost all of them died
3.
on like fucking the first day.
I think they lost like 3 on the first day. And
yeah, it was like the second day. Where
the
like,
second
all of a sudden,
day-
like 6 were just eliminated.
Yeah, and half of them you didn't.
It's like one of
introduce
those
to
battle
anyway.
royals where like the wrestlers don't realize they're running low on time.
Yeah,
All of a sudden,
Start throwing
one guy
everybody.
just starts throwing everybody over the top.
They give them the signal.
some big shows throwing guys out. Doesn't care. So, but anyhow, yeah, the second day we lose a few more people, and then the final day it's just Machine Gun Joe and Jason Statham, which I can't remember his name, so he's just gonna be called that. Oh, Jensen Ames.
Like the car.
So Jason his character realizes that Joan Allen's got this whole thing set up and that he's never going to be able to get out and see his daughter. But he also realizes when Grimm's character died, he realized what was on the other side of the wall, which was a road to where they can, if that road were to be gone, they could get out and keep going.
Wall.
Yeah, so the wall of the racetrack. And so they devise a plan between him and Machine Gun Joe, and he tells him the truth, tells him what's going on. So they make a plan. Machine Gun Joe is able to blow up that part of the wall. They drive out. The cops chase after him. And they do a little switcheroo similar to Death Race 2000, where the girl dresses up in the Frankenstein outfit. The cops take her, thinking it's Jason Statham, when in actuality he and Machine Gun Joe are on a train heading out. And she has already got her papers to be released. Oh, I did forget to mention that all the women that are the co-pilots, or the navigators, they are actually inmates from another prison. And so she's already got her papers to get out. So the plan was when she gets through all that, she'll meet up with him and his daughter and Machine Gun Joe.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, just fuck it, I'll find you.
Machine Gun Joe went through 3 fucking navigators in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like Murphy Brown's assistant.
They all look alike.
They do.
They're all black.
He's got a type.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I'm looking at it too. I never even thought about that. But then they end up getting out, and at the same time, there was supposed to be a bomb underneath Jensen's car to where she could push the button. Joan Allen's character could push the button, blow up the car.
Cavassier? Sorry.
Yeah. And she could blow up the car and be done with him. But they found that bomb, put it in something else, gave it to her, so they were able to blow her up, and so she dies. And then, end of the movie.
I'm just going to apologize to the listeners for all of that, but imagine having to watch it. But no, this is my favorite part of this whole movie, was the part towards the end. I don't remember exactly when it was, but like Jason Statham's character does something. Oh, I think it was after he breaks that one dude's neck.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Pachinko.
And the Hennessy lady just goes, "Okay, cocksucker, fuck with me, and we'll see who shits on the sidewalk." I was like, what?
Well,
What the fuck does that mean? Is that a big thing in the future?